next speaker is our very own son of the soil, Mr. Marius de Lima. Mr. Marius de Lima, Head of Corporate Communications, Fiat India Automobiles Limited, is a complete family man and an avid sports lover. Those who know him personally will agree that his adorable, down-to-earth and jovial personality does indeed make him the life of any social gathering. And I need to mention, he's also my neighbor.
Hello. Hi, people. Yeah, I think we're getting too serious over here. Being our 100th year, we need to be more loosened and livened up. Nevertheless, I'll start with what I'm here for. His Lordship, Bishop Bosco, Reverend Fathers, classmates, schoolmates. At the outset, I want to thank the organizers for having me here tonight. They've told me to share my experiences of how life has taken me through whatever. I can't just forget the days we had in school, the pranks we played. But the school gave us all that extracurricular activities as well, be it sport, be it dramatics, and studies. I was never a A-lister in school, but those days we had ranks in class. And in a class of 60, to be in the 10 to 15 was not too bad. Somehow I thought that, with all this encouragement from school, we could try making it. Be it dramatics, sport, or studies. I just met recently. I went to a guy's place to get some work done. And when he came to know that I was from St. Anne's, oh my gosh, the guy simply, took off on another tangent. He told me, "You're a St. Anne's guy, why didn't you tell me earlier?" He kept all the other guys waiting. He came, he started talking, and of course he did my work on priority. So, he's that guy who loves the school so much, and when he meets someone of his kind, he just begins to, I tell you, it's from the heart. And he told me something else. He said, we had students from Borivali to Jogeshwari, and St. Anne's was the school. He told me that whenever he is amongst his friend circle, he always boasts of being from St. Anne's. And everybody, maybe from the other schools, the less renowned vernaculars or whatever, they always considered students from St. Anne's like being the creme de la creme of the suburbs. In school, I took part in dramatics. Our teachers, very talented, they taught us. If someone of you may remember, the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the Cinderellas, the Princess Juju, we all acted. I took part. Later, after in college as well, we did Rumpelstiltskin in Orlam, and then on to the bigger platform. Concerts and stage operas became the talk of the town when the great Alec Padamse and others started doing opera. He did the Jesus Christ Superstar, he did the Man of La Manche, and I was fortunate, I had a friend, Mervyn Ferreira, who asked me to come and join. I said, why not? Because I had done this in school, so it was easy for me. I went, I started practice, but that was not to be for me. The practices were in Colaba, I living in Malad, the next day, office timings, it just didn't work out. I had to give it up. Nevertheless, sometimes you are fortunate to make it, sometimes you are not. Then I did a lot of sport in school. My favorite sport was hockey. But can't forget our annual sports day athletics, where not only the students, but also the ex-students participated, and it became an annual event to be there on that day. We look forward to it. In college, we did a lot of hockey practice. That was my favorite sport. Practice for 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. And good for me, I somehow made it to the Bombay University team. From there, I played All India University, and in 1974, we were the only university side of Bombay that lifted the All India title. It was something great for me. So I said, let's try something further. Those days, the favorite side was the Indian Airlines team. I applied to them, and guess what happened? I received a call for trials, but to my bad luck, the trial letter came like today, and I had to land up in Delhi for practice tomorrow for trials. Nevertheless, I didn't give up. I ran, packed my kit with my dad, went to the station at VT, tried for a ticket, but did not succeed. So there was another end to a sport career. However, I can yet say I'm fortunate because I got into a large corporate. And those days, being in an automobile company, it was a high-profile thing to be working for a car company. Managed to do well in Premier Automobiles, had a lot of ups and downs, but a company with 10,000 people, you really learn a lot. From there onwards, from Premier to Fiat to Peugeot, and now Fiat Chrysler. I'm very happy to be in the space I am. And I think if you have your academics right in place, you're professionally sound, and you can manage people, I think you've made it. Finally, I want to say that I was fortunate to have two principals during my school time, Father Lobo and Father Dias. But Father Lobo, in his time, he ruled us with a cane. And I think that straightened us out. His favorite, everyone had a style of ruling, I would say, or managing. Father Dias also, great personality, great guy, but I think he inherited the cane from Father Lobo, and he too did his part with the cane. Nevertheless, these guys were always there for us and straightened us whenever we were out of tune in school. Finally, I'm happy for St. Anne's, and I'm happy to be in the school because it is co-ed. And I'm happy for myself that I met my wife Joan in St. Anne's School as well. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience and hearing me out. Thank you.